So what else is going on? I planted some jasmine over by the backyard. It'll be nice to watch that and see if that comes in. Hopefully I can train it up to be on a trellis and make a nice little screen for my backyard area. Man, imagine if this was my backyard. Man. Hey, Crow Bro. Man, if you had one of those houses and your backyard was this Indian Mound spot, golly, with that lake, the view of this from those backyards of those houses must be unreal at sunset. I guess I'm going to pack it up as soon as the sun goes down, which is technically in another 20 more minutes. But because of the height of the houses, I've got an artificially high horizon there. So I think that sun's only got another 5 or 10 minutes to go before it's behind that house for me. Bring out a lawn chair. I can set up over on that side looking across this way. I can set up on that side looking across this way. I think next time I might look right down the avenue. The avenue, like this is our Stonehenge, right? You know, Stonehenge has the avenue that just points directly at the point where the sun rises on the solstice, and the moon sets perfectly behind Stonehenge as the sun comes up once a year. Be a neat thing to see sometime. There's people flying away on that Delta jet, heading north. Where are y'all going? And you have no idea that I'm down here enjoying the mockingbirds. So it turns out mockingbirds are named because they make the sounds of other birds. I did not know that, but that makes a lot of sense. I thought they were called mockingbirds because of the way they're always so annoyed at you, and they sit in a tree and they seem to be mocking you and angry at you and yelling at you. I guess not. I guess they're not mocking me. They're mocking the sounds of other birds. Well, chalk that up to something else I learned this year. I was talking to a friend about a rifle range he visits over in Immokalee. He's a member. It's $85 a month to be a member of that range. But they've got 100, 200, 300 yard distances. And he said there's an area where you can go shoot if you want to, all the way up to a mile, although I ain't shooting anything a mile away. Not with my eyes. But he can bring a guest, and I can go over there and shoot, and that might be kind of cool. Let's move the camera and give you guys a slightly different view so you can enjoy the sunset a little bit. I don't know how good that's going to look on a camera. Probably not very spectacular, but what are you going to do? If I wanted a fancy view of the sunset, I'd buy a high-end camera, right? I can see what your view is. You can't see me, which is probably not a terrible thing for you. But you can see the sunset and you can see the sky. So let's see what we get out here at the Margate Blount Archaeological Site. And there's a ridge of clouds that have come up, and the sun is just about to drop behind those clouds. Maybe we'll get a green flash as it drops below those clouds. Sometimes, you guys know about the green flash? Have you heard of the green flash during a sunset on the very, very last moment when the sun peaks over the horizon at a sunset? Sometimes there's an archaeological, sometimes there's an atmospheric, what do you call it? Phenomenon. An atmospheric phenomenon where you get a little green flash right at the end. I saw it one time when we were at sea on a cruise ship. I saw the green flash. And I saw it once out at the Everglades. I don't want to stare right at the sun until it's just about gone. All right, I think we got about 10 or 15 seconds before it slips away. We've just got a tiny sliver now. Here we go. It's going, it's going. I'm going to have a spot in front of my eyes for quite a while, but I want to see if we get a green flash here. All right, probably 10 seconds left. Less. It's turning orangish, pinkish, reddish, orangish. No, I did not see a green flash. But there's just a tiny little sliver gap of sky below that row of clouds that the sun should now drop down below. What do you call those lines that come out from a sunset like that? What are those lines called? Some kind of rays? Lenticular rays? Bolivian rays? Monrovian rays? I don't know. What are they called? And that bottom area is starting to turn a very bold red. It's very pretty with the little string of lights too set up. Playing with the exposure by tapping on the different areas to see what it does. It darkens and lightens, and it's not easy to get this kind of camera to give a good medium exposure. Not too dark, not too bright. Birds are going crazy this time of day, aren't they? The birds are going nuts. I like it. There goes the sun dropping below that cloud. Here he goes, slipping down. Very nice. And now the sun is going to slip between that cloud and the houses, the next place over there. All right, folks, well, there goes the sun. That's the end of our sunset. Goodbye, sun. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, well, I'm going to sign off. I want to say to all of you, thanks for sticking it out here. Thanks for joining me for sunset at the Margate Blount Archaeological Site, aka Scott's new spot. This is going to be my spot. There's nobody here. It's like having your own private park. So thanks for watching. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Where are we? I hope you all find a really nice place to watch a sunset as well. Take it easy, and I'll see you later.